In a world where everybody decides to pick the freaking Georgia Bulldogs to win the national title, only one show can bring the most amazing picks ever and bring sanity back into the freaking world. What's going on, guys? It is episode 4 after a nice bye week of football talk. That's right, we are back. I am Marksman. I'm going to be joined in just a second. Back, Cal. And, yeah. I'm pretty excited about going back. Last week was my birthday, so we may have another bye week. We may have like 2 or 3 bye weeks this year in football talk. But you know, nothing happened in college football last week, so I mean, yeah. But anyways, Kyle, how you doing today?
I'm good. Really like that intro there.
Yeah.
Bringing it in there. That was beautiful.
But
yeah, really looking forward to this weekend. College football, especially with the big matchups we got going on, and the NFL as well. So
I did not check and see what games I get, sadly, because it doesn't matter anymore because I got NFL Sunday ticket,
Sunday
baby,
ticket.
on my laptop. And
this is a glorious day.
Yeah, and it kind of sucked last week, though, because the streaming kind of still sucks because they haven't patched it up. But still, I got to watch the Packers absolutely
dismantle.
Yeah.
The Bears.
But we'll get
Toilet
into
seats.
NFL in just a second. Kyle, I'm going to give you the chance to bring up the games that you want to see this weekend in college football, and we'll pick from your list. So what you got this week?
All right, I'm going to start. Let's start in the SEC because this week is big-time test day in the SEC. Now, some SEC teams have been tested up to this point, obviously. A&M last week against Arkansas in overtime. Big game. Kenny Hill leading the Aggies back.
Let me stop you there. Because the only SEC that's worth watching is the West, because the East is terrible.
This is the West.
Yeah, the West is SEC. They just need to get rid of the East and put them on the Sun Belt, because the West is the only football in that division. Because if they play the East, there's no
absolutely.
It's like there's no competition in the East.
Oh, I mean, yeah, and I'll get into that real quick. I mean, you look at the West. Arkansas is the only team in the SEC West that is currently unranked, and it's the only team within the SEC West that's not currently ranked in the top 15. That is scary for 6 teams in one division to be ranked in the top 15 in the country. But you're right about the SEC East. I mean, you look one week, South Carolina they beat Georgia. South Carolina beats Georgia. It looks like they got the East in hand. Missouri beats them, but Missouri loses to Indiana. Yeah, it's just the East is a joke. But, yeah. Segueing in, talking about A&M's win last week, the come-from-behind win from Kenny Trill and the Aggies. This is where we're going to segue. They head to Starksville to take on a hot Mississippi State team coming off a big win two weeks ago in Death Valley. Noon kickoff, big game. I mean, just for both teams in the start of the SEC West slate. I think this is going to be a good game. I think Kenny Hill is going to play well because the Mississippi State secondary has shown it can be passed on. But in Starksville, now 2 years ago, similar situation. Both teams ranked in the top 15 at the time. Actually, both 15 versus 16 then. But this is a different Mississippi State team than it was 2 years ago. Dak Prescott's a playmaker. And I think Dak Prescott outplays Kenny Hill this Sunday. And I hate saying this because I know a couple Aggie fans that not going to like me saying this, but I'm picking the Bulldogs to beat the Aggies Saturday. Blech. Blech.
Well, you can lock up for 2-0 in that slot because I'm going to pick the Bulldogs as well. The only good Bulldogs in the SEC. I'm picking the Mississippi State to win. Texas, and I think it'll be a shootout. I think it'll go in overtime. But Mississippi State by a field goal.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I think this is a big game. And then segueing in to the other. This is in Starksville, heading over to Oxford in Mississippi. Biggest weekend of football in the state of Mississippi in a while, as the Alabama Crimson Tide, number 3 in the country, walk into Oxford and College Game Day for the first time in the Grove at Ole Miss. Now, Ole Miss struggled last week against Memphis. May have got caught looking ahead a little bit, but they did pull it out against Memphis, 24-3. Alabama coming off 2 weeks ago, shellacking of Florida, but then again, it is Florida. So,
they didn't look too good until the 21-point breakaway.
Exactly, until the breakaway in the fourth quarter. So, I think here that this is going to be the best defense they've played to date. And they've gone up against some pretty... Now, Florida's defense, West Virginia's defense isn't that good, but they only put up, 33 points is 33 points against West Virginia. They should have put up a little more. Ole Miss's defense, Robert Kimdichie on the line, those land sharks in the secondary, and then the offense right now gelling. Can Bo Wallace make those throws against Alabama? Can Blake Sims play the way he did against Florida, against Ole Miss? I think this game comes down to the wire, but I think Saban and his guys will have them ready, and I think Bama wins against Ole Miss this Saturday.
I'm gonna pitch the upset. Let's say Ole Miss beats Bama. For no real reason. I think Bama will win, but for really no reason.
I think the three-headed monster at running back, Drake, Cooper, Henry, and I think the big X factor is going to be Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper's the best receiver in the nation right now. There is no question about it. He should be a Heisman candidate, and I think he puts up another big game with 2 touchdowns this Saturday as Bama walks into Oxford and loses the W.
Was the last wide receiver to win? Wasn't that Desmond Howard?
I believe so, and he was also a returner. But Cooper's put up ridiculous stats in 4 games: 675, 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, only facing 2 people in 4 games. That helps too. So,
but
it's kind of bad whenever you can be like, Florida's defense was good and West Virginia's defense was okay, and it'd be like, well, what about the other 3 weeks of football?
Well, they played Southern Miss and Florida Atlantic there too. So. But I think as we transition over to the Big Ten, and we know the Big Ten, outside of these 2 teams really, are just complete awfulness. Nebraska heads over to Michigan State. Obviously Heisman candidate, best running back in the country. Yes, I said it, Georgia fans. You can now cry and moan because that's what you do. But Amir Abdullah is putting up better stats than your boy Gurley. Amir Abdullah has been. I hate saying this because he just decimated my Canes 2 weeks ago, but this will be like I said, similar to Alabama. Best defense Nebraska's gone up against this thus far, and it's going to be on the road, which Nebraska hasn't had to test yet this season. And I think Michigan State obviously knows this game is hinging their college football playoff hopes. Number 10 in the country. This would be a nice win at home. I think Connor Cook plays well, and I think they unleash the beast, Jeremy Langford, for over 100 yards and a couple touchdowns. Michigan State in prime time takes down the Cornhuskers.
Well, Langford, he's had 9 of the last 8 Big Ten games. He's rushed for 100 yards, so I'm going to pick Michigan State as well. I got to roll Spartans. I hate the Cornhuskers, but I got to pick Spartans just because I got to stay behind Sparty.
Yeah. But I think Sparty's got a chance. Think if Alabama loses and A&M loses, they jump back up 2 spots to number 8. Michigan State wins out, they'll have a good shot at the playoff. That's all that I know. Heading over to the Big 12, we got Oklahoma in what really could be their last true road test for the remainder of the season, as they head into newly ranked top 25, number 25 TCU Horned Frogs. Now, TCU 3-0, haven't really been tested yet, but now they get a big-time team coming in there at Fort Worth. Trayvon Boykin, master of the non-excessive celebration with the handshakes. Like it.
That was awesome.
I know. But I think TCU, big game. This is a chance for them because they've been, a couple years removed from that Rose Bowl trip in 2011, but since transitioning over to the Big 12, it's been kind of a struggle. So it's a chance for them to get put back on the map, per se, in the Big 12. And I think I'd like them to possibly pull the upset, but I've said this on multiple occasions now. There is not one team in the country that has looked truly dominant to me, but the most well-rounded team in college football to me right now is the Oklahoma Sooners. I think the offense with Trevor Knight, that running back, Sepine,
yeah,
that guy is balling. Tiny Titan. I just think, and then on defense, obviously, Stoops has that unit. Just Oklahoma deserves all the hype they're getting right now. And like I said, with the schedule, it pans out to where they should make the playoff if they can get past this game. They host Baylor. They host Oklahoma State. They host K-State. So I'm not saying those are guaranteed wins, but obviously in Norman would be a much different scenario than going out there. So I do think Oklahoma takes this game and moves on to the next one.
I'm going to pick TCU over Oklahoma. I'm going to say they're going to shock the world. TCU has always been one of those kind of like underdog story people. I mean, they come from the Mountain West a couple years ago and doing what they did in the Rose Bowl and when they played Boise State that one year and good game.
Fiesta Bowl.
Yep. And so,
Yep.
I don't know, I'm gonna pick TCU just because it'd be interesting to see what would happen if Oklahoma were to lose this early on in the season.
Oh, I know. I mean, we'll see where they could, but they have the chance. I would obviously have the chance. Samaje Perine, sorry for getting that name wrong, but Samaje Perine, 248 yards a couple weeks ago, 4 touchdowns at 5'9". That is very impressive. But I give TCU. I think, like I said, I think this game will be down close. But I think it's similar to the game against West Virginia. I do think Oklahoma will pull away late and end up winning this game.
Okay.
As we transition back to the SEC real quick. Quick pick, Auburn versus LSU at home against Auburn. So LSU having their own quarterback issues. Anthony Jennings looks like he's on his way out. Harris stepping into the role. I just think, like I said, they're questionable at the moment. I think, in the end, close game. I do think Harris will come in and play very well, but I think the Auburn offense, way, way, way too much. Taking War Eagle.
All right. Well, since you did that quick pick, I'm going to do a quick pick real quick, all right? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready?
Well, I'm ready.
Tonight, Oregon heads in to the Wildcats, face the Wildcats again.
That's in Eugene.
That's in Eugene. Well, it doesn't matter. You know what happened last year when they faced Arizona? What happened? What happened? What happened?
It was a blowout.
What happened? Yeah, what happened?
It was a blowout.
By who?
Arizona.
Taking Arizona over Oregon tonight. See if they can do upset. That would be just shocked like the whole Pac-12. And it would really just open it up for USC to take the spot and roll with it. But I don't see it actually happening. But if they do, then I'll be seriously just Jesus, that'd be awesome. But I'm going to pick Arizona. I feel it. I can feel it. Eugene will be rocking, but I'll be watching the Packers game. So, boom. Kyle?
Yes.
Yes.
I think, and we'll go as we go into our last game here. I do think Oregon wins tonight. I think Oregon's more talented. Team.
Did I ask for your opinion on the game? No. Jeez.
As we go into our last game as a joint group here, Stanford at Notre Dame, and we know the controversy surrounding this game 2 years ago. Oh boy.
What a screw job.
Exactly. We know the controversy. And then last year, Stanford waxing Notre Dame in Palo Alto. So Notre Dame looking good up to this point. Back to number 9 after I went over Syracuse last week. But if they're looking like they are contenders again. Stanford, obviously already that one loss to USC. Can't really afford to have another one if they want to remain in the conversation for the playoff. I doubted this team entering the season. And if Everett Golston would be able to come back the way he did. And he has now come back, and I believe in this Notre Dame team not only as a team that can get to the playoff, but as a team that can win the national championship. So, with that said, I'm going to go with the Fighting Irish in South Bend. Not minus a screw job this time around. I think Notre Dame will win this game.
Notre Dame is actually technically listed as underdog going in this game. So,
wow.
I think they're down. I think it's like a 14-point spread. Maybe. So, Stanford killed them last year. Screwed out 2012. They want to get revenge. And I could see it happen this week. So I'm going to take Stanford over Notre Dame. Shake up the top 10 even more.
Mm-hmm.
Even more with freaking...
This is shake-up Saturday for sure.
God, man. Like, especially with Georgia staying somehow where they are.
Okay, yeah, they got a tough game against Vandy this week.
Oh yeah, watch Vandy beat them. Oh my God,
I'd laugh, but no, Georgia. The tests for Georgia are coming, people. Me and Tyler have been very adamant that these Georgia fans blow everything out of proportion, and including the fact that my uncle came out and said, and I'm obviously biased, Todd Gurley's the best player in the country. That's false. He's a hell of a player, top 5 player in the country, no doubt, but not the best.
no
doubt, he's not the best. And they go to Missouri and Arkansas, and we've seen how Georgia is on the road as opposed to home. So we'll see how that goes.
In my eyes, based on consistency over the time that he's been there, best player in college football is Mariota right now.
Oh, yes! Thank you. This man right over here, we just know football more than other people. It's just simplicity.
I mean-
I agree with him. I agree with him on this. Mariota, in my opinion, is the best player in the country. He's playing with a subpar offensive line, and he's getting it done. He's getting the job done. Hasn't thrown an interception yet, and now with me saying that, he'll throw one tonight.
It'll be a pick six in the game too. It'll be something like that, right? Yeah.
something along those lines.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I agree with you wholeheartedly. Mariota is not only the best player in the country, but should be the front runner for the Heisman Trophy right now.
I hope he doesn't get it though, because then he won't have like anywhere in the NFL to go, which is sad.
He's not Jameis, is he?
Yeah, or Robert Griffin. Yeah, but Georgia fans, just listen to me, okay? Just listen. I don't care who you beat during the regular season. You're going to face the West in the SEC title game, and you're going
They have to face
lose.
the West anyway. They got Auburn
know.
and Arkansas.
You got Auburn. You're going to get beat by Auburn, and Arkansas's rushing attack will literally kill your defense. So, I mean, you're gonna lose again. If you don't, then maybe you can be in a conversation to do something. But you still got, after your SEC title game, you still got 2 more games to win a title, and it's probably gonna be against Oregon or Oklahoma. So, just enjoy the wins now, because once it comes November and December and even late October, you won't be winning very much. So
I agree.
but moving on to the NFL, Week 5. Oh my God, it's already been 5 weeks of the NFL.
No!
Tonight.
Going by so fast again.
Tonight. Oh my God. Packers coming off an amazing win against the Bears, silencing all the critics. RELAX. I can't even spell. I'm not even in school. I'm just playing. I am, but that's what happens whenever you have to read the Iliad and you're literally just want to shoot yourself. But still, Vikings, Teddy Bridgewater, may not be playing tonight.
Exactly.
But
We have no IDs.
they're going against Asiata and McKinnon, and Packers are giving up 156 yards a game on the ground, which is terrible. That's the worst in the league. And so, going into Lambeau, it's going to be a tough test, but you know what? I got to go with those cheeseheads.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean,
How can you not?
they just came off one of the best victories, that I've seen against the Bears in a while that they've done, especially after last year, having to basically on the last play of the game beat them in Soldier Field. But I think the Bears will actually bounce back this week, because if the title of the title of the NFL this year has always been, you suck one game, you just blow out your opponent the next game. And we'll get to that a little bit later. But I'm going to pick the Packers. I got to pick the Packers. We'll go 3-2.
Oh.
Vikings will drop to 1-4.
2-3.
Or 2-3, yeah, sorry, because I forgot they beat the Falcons.
Yep.
Yeah, forgot.
Like you
Sorry.
said, Teddy Bridgewater questionable for this game. Really 90 minutes up till kickoff until we know what he's going to do for sure. So I don't think he plays, as they called up Chandler Harnish from the practice squad. I guess that's for a reason, emergency quarterback, so they don't have to play Jerry's right at the emergency quarterback like they talked about last week. So Packers obviously coming off a huge win. That both of us picked, by the way.
Of course.
Yes. I mean,
Cutler went back to good old Jay. Good old Jay Cutler.
yeah, I mean, but in the end, Lambeau Field, I think Jordy Nelson has a heck of a game tonight. 2 touchdowns plus for this man tonight. I think Eddie Lacy finally gets his mojo back a little bit. I think he rushes for over 60 yards with a touchdown.
He had a touchdown
and I think the
last
Packers.
week. So
I think the Packers win this game.
I hope they do. I'm going to be watching, after we're done here, dude, I'm going to go take my freaking shower. Going to freaking get some food in me. Going to freaking sit down and watch South Park until freaking game time. And I'm going to do crap. And then tomorrow I'll do school. But still, I'll enjoy my night.
Hey, I'm going to be enjoying my night as well, man. Football, postseason baseball.
Dude, that game last night, man, once they hit that grand slam, it was over.
Quiet.
Oh, my Lord.
Silence. San Francisco Giants, boy.
How much did they win by? I know it was like 7-0 when I
8.
turned it off.
8-0.
Okay.
We'll get into postseason baseball at the very end here.
No, we won't. This is not baseball talk. This is football talk. We're going to stay on topic. We can do that on our own time. All right, you hear me on that? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
All right, so the Bills. Oh, that was nasty. The Bills head into Detroit. For some reason, they're benching EJ Manuel after he hasn't done bad.
I have a feeling I know what this is about. New ownership group coming in. I think for now, with the new ownership coming in, and the pressure's on Doug Marrone to win right now and help the
Sadly.
Bills get to the playoffs right now, or the ownership's going to look at that and say, well, we want our own guy. And that's, I think, part of that decision is. But I think instead of a productive mood, I think it's counterproductive to the team. I think Manuel's what they need. I don't think, I think I'm not taking anything away from Kyle Orton. He's a great quarterback, and I appreciate what he did for my Dallas Cowboys the past few years, especially last year, Week 17, giving us a chance to win. But EJ's better suited for this football team. The way the dynamic is with Sammy Watkins, Robert Woods out on the edges, and then you have Spiller and Jackson in the backfield.
Uh-huh.
This team has already exceeded expectations by being 2-2 up to this point, when many people pegged them at 0-4 possibly.
Uh-huh.
So, and winnable game in Detroit, but I guess we'll see where this goes with Orton.
Yeah, we'll see.
So, who you got?
Picking the Lions at home. Last time they're at home, they had a good win last week against the Jets. And it took them a little bit to get going, but oh my God, they did it. They did it really well. So, picking the Lions at home. Last time they were at home, they destroyed the Packers. And I think it won't be any different. I'm picking Stafford to have 300-yard game, 3 touchdowns. Give me those fantasy points, please to God. Especially since I got rid of Roethlisberger whenever he's about to play the fucking stuff. And
Yeah.
oh my God, my dad just texted me. Speaking of the Packer game, he texted me, said, I know there's a game tonight because he thought last night was Monday night.
Oh.
No, Dad, it's Wednesday. And he's like, go Pack. Randall Cobb scores 5 touchdowns so he can get fantasy points. So, go Pack, go, right? All right.
That would be nice.
Picking the Lions over the Bills.
All right. I'm going to agree with you on that. I think the Lions are a very good football team right now, coming off a nice road win in New York last week. Obviously dealing with some injuries with obviously Calvin and Joique Bell maybe not playing due to a concussion, but obviously the Bills, obviously like I referred to with the counterproductive move, and at home in Detroit. I think Detroit's a different football team there. I think Reggie Bush has a big game, as well as tight end Eric Ebron, and I think defensively DeAndre Levy, another big game from him. And I just think the Lions move to 4-1.
God, we got to catch up, man. Got to catch up. Can't wait to host them in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ravens and Colts. Colts, man, these two quarterbacks have thrown for like 700 yards combined. Last week they did. Andrew Luck's thrown for like 890 yards in the past 2 weeks.
Leading passer in the NFL, leading touchdown, and leading fantasy point scorer.
They've started
balling.
0-2.
He's balling.
They got beat late against the Eagles. They only lost by 7 against Denver, but that was in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
And this game will be freaking. Steve Smith has been fantastic already. I'm starting him again. This will be a game. I may actually, if I don't get this game, I'm gonna watch this game.
Hey, Panthers can mow his lawn though. Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh my God. I got something about the Panthers whenever we get to that game, and two more picks. 'Cause I have a proposition for the Panthers. All right. I have a proposition for them. But Ravens Colts, I think it will be a good game. This could be a playoff matchup. Could really be a playoff matchup.
Very well could be.
I could see this being a divisional round matchup.
Yes.
I really do. I think the Ravens will still come in. I still think the Ravens will come in 5 or 6 behind the Steelers. I still think the Steelers have something to prove. Even though last week was terrible, one of the classic Steelers. But still, I'm gonna stick high on the Steelers. I'm not gonna start jumping back and forth like some people.
When we get to the Redskins, I'm gonna sell on the Redskins immediately. So
yeah, that game's gonna be. Oh God. All right, I liked how you picked up Kirk Cousins, by the way. But still, get to the pick. Jesus God. All right, I'm gonna pick the Colts by 3 to beat the Ravens at home.
Oh, wow. I think the Ravens are hitting their stride at the right time, obviously, with all getting past that fiasco with Mr. Rice a few weeks ago. They really, obviously, have got better from it, and they're a more determined football team. They come into a big, tough test in Indianapolis, a team that's also determined to hit their stride at the moment and get back in their division as well. And Lux, these two quarterbacks have been playing phenomenal the past few weeks. And I think Flacco, and I think this game goes to overtime, and in the end, it's Mr. Clutch, Adam Vinatieri, with the game-winning field goal in overtime as the Colts defeat the Ravens.
Nice. Browns and Titans this week. Oh, Jesus.
Poop bowl.
Jake Locker starting. Thank God.
Yay. Bishop Sankey, please start fantasy team.
Yeah.
Please.
Browns will play him Twite. They're gonna play him tight. I almost said taint. That would have been pretty bad.
Oh,
Can't
God.
play him Twite. Oh my God! I'm gonna play him tight. In more ways than one. And I'm gonna say the Titans win by 10 at home. Good game. Gonna be a good game. I think it'll be an underrated game. I could see the Browns also winning by 3, but I think the Titans will win this game.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it'll be a good game. I think Ken Wisenhunt finally wises up and unleashes Bishop Sankey on this Cleveland run defense that's allowed already 5 touchdowns to opposing running backs in only 3 games. So in the end, I think the Titans will win handily. I think Locker comes back and plays well at home as they get their second win. And for Cleveland, I think we inch closer and closer to Johnny Football starting in Cleveland.
All right. Well, yeah, I can see that. Coming off a bye week, though, we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Bears Panthers. This will be an interesting game.
Let's hear your proposition here.
No, I want you to pick first because I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I want to have enough time.
Both these teams coming off big losses. Obviously, Chicago obviously getting spanked by their daddy again in the Packers. So Rodgers owns the Bears, and Steve Smith obviously owns the Panthers. So Carolina defense coming back home. Game they really need to win. But again, the Bears also coming in with a chip on their shoulder. I do think the Bears walk in and win this game. I think Carolina's on the back slope here. I think the NFC South, the division, we're 9-7 or 8-8, will actually win the division. It's the new NFC East. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Bears.
Okay. There's two revenge games this week, okay? Not really revenge, but there's 2 bounce back games. Steelers got destroyed on the road. Ravens came back and destroyed the Panthers. The good luck Bucks came back late off of a shank of a punt against the Steelers and beat the Steelers last week after being blown out. Bears got embarrassed last week in Soldier Field.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to agree with you on your pick because I can't actually say it. But freaking Ron Rivera. You have a quarterback on your freaking bench that's done more in 2 freaking... Like, he did more in the Steeler game on 1 drive than Newton did the whole game. He gave you a win in Tampa Bay, for goodness sakes. Your other quarterback relies on his run game to get him boosting. Derek Anderson can sit in the pocket and throw the ball. Start Derek Anderson this week, and you won't have to rely on your defense to win a damn game. Okay? If Derek Anderson starts, they'll win this game. Even if Cam Newton wins, even if Cam Newton starts, I could see them starting this game or winning this game. But come on, man! Like, you guys struggled on offense last week, so apparently something's not working. And it's been 2 games that you guys have struggled on offense with him in there. So maybe play him the first half and see what's happened, and then put Derek Anderson in and let him do his thing. Because if you go back and watch that drive that Anderson did against the Steelers, now I know they're up by like 2 touchdowns. He still made them look really good on offense. So, I don't know, man. Like, Panthers, I'm agreeing with Kyle on the pick. I can't say it out loud.
He won't say it. He won't say it.
I'm not going to say it because I would literally...
But you know who's going to win, in his opinion.
Yeah, and so, I don't know, man. Like, the Panthers pissing me off. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come
very
on,
nice.
man.
Keyshawn Johnson, come on, man.
Come on, man. Texans and Cowboys this week.
Oh, boy.
Cowboys are on a classic cowboy section right now. Kind of like the Chargers are doing classic Chargers. So, again, there's still 12 more weeks of football to play. So, we'll see what happens. But they are 4-1. I know that's got you excited.
Well, I'm going to, once you make your pick, I'm going to go on a little bit of
God.
small rant on my own.
Oh, God. Is it like dangerous, like oh my god, or is it like yay kind of rant?
Yay kind of rant.
Oh boy, I better like just mute my mic because I'll probably be cussing. Texans coming off a good victory against the Bills. Have Texans only lost once this year?
Yes, they are. They are also 3-1. Battle of Texas. This is a big game.
They're 3-1. Oh yeah, Cowboys are 3-1 too. I'm sorry. I don't know my standings. I'm already
Our
in
bye
week
week
6.
Our bye week messed with us, man.
Dude, I don't care, man. That was good bye week. That was a nice bye week, man. Good
Yes, it
bye
was.
week.
Goodbyes.
Good bye week. But Texans and Cowboys. Oh my God! I finally get to pick. I needed the Cowboys to score like 10 points, and that's it because I need that defense. Because I don't know if I'll start Cardinals over the Broncos. I may do it though, but I think Cowboys will win on a DeMarco Murray touchdown, and like they'll win 10-3. No, that's gonna be a defensive game. And
Wow. I
think we just need to watch and wait because I think they could potentially because it's Jerry Jones and it's Jerry Jones. I could see the Cowboys almost moving away from the running game, which would be like the worst thing that could ever happen.
Exactly. Worst thing they could do at this moment.
So I could see him getting in the way somewhere time in the season and being like, oh, well, we're going to the Super Bowl and jinx him or something like that and go 8-8 again. But onto your little mini bar rant.
Okay. Here's the deal. People go back to episode 1 of Football Talk and skim through and find out when we talk about the Cowboys. I'm a Cowboys fan. Have been since I was about 4 years old. And I was not very high on this team going into the season because the defense lost key pieces, looked like one of those defense that couldn't stop anybody. And if you would, first game, they looked like it. In parts of the game against St. Louis, they looked like it. But last week, the Cowboys proved to me they're finally doing what we have been clamoring for them to do as Cowboys fans for years now, and that's find a balance in the running game. DeMarco Murray is showing you what he can do when he gets the ball that many times a game. He's the leading rusher in the NFL. And then you find the perfect balance. That's what makes Romo's throws that much more deadly in the pocket when we come with that play action. And the defense stepping up big time. Bruce Carter, probably not playing this Sunday, but he stepped up big time. Lawrence, Anthony Spencer finally back on the defensive line. Henry Melton, big boy. Secondary, this is like the 1972 Dolphins in terms of the no-name defense. Not a big-time defense, no big-time stars, but they're getting the job done as we move on to the game of Sunday. J.J. Watt, playing as good as anybody in the league right now and should be an MVP candidate. I think the Texans are a sleeper team, playing good right now. I don't care who they have at quarterback. You people can keep dogging on Fitzpatrick. They're 3-1 for a reason. So I think this will be a very close.
Doing fine. He's been great.
Exactly. He's perfect. So I think this is going to come down to a kicking situation, and I think in the end it's going to be Dan Bailey in the last minute of the game in the Battle of Texas that gets the job done and moves my Cowboys to 4-1.
Yeah,
Cowboys
J.J.
win.
Watt. When did they get Jadeveon back, man? Holy cow!
Oh man, I'm glad Jadavion's not back right now.
Maybe this is a Super Bowl. Never mind. Now I gotta talk about that.
Oh gosh.
We'll have to wait till November and December. Especially December for the Cowboys. Especially December.
Don't remind me.
What's your record in December, Kyle?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Steelers headed into Jacksonville. Oh my God! If you do not win this game, I swear to God, you're
Tomlin, bye.
No, Tomlin. Nah, he's got Super Bowl.
He's fine.
I love Tomlin. He's a beast.
He's a beast. People need to get off him.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go in depth. Steelers.
Yeah, I don't. This doesn't need that much. Bortles played well last week. He's getting He's getting better, but Steelers are. This is a pissed off Steelers football team. I think they come in and make a statement. 41-10. I'm going with the Steelers. I think they come in and make a statement.
The basic margin of a Jaguars game. They've been beat by 40. They've basically been beat by 40 points. 30,
Yep.
I think it's 30-plus points every single game they've played this year. Because last week was just...
Yeah.
No, 2 weeks ago? Was it last week? They played last week? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the Raiders and Dolphins game.
Oh, no. Hey, Raider fans, thankfully you're on a bye week this week, so we don't have to talk about how horrible your football team is.
Sadly. I love the Raiders. Buccaneers. Mike Glennon got the start.
Our
And see
boy,
what happened?
baby. That's our boy.
You see what happened? Hey, it's my boy, and then you jumped on him whenever I was right about him. I
didn't
will
jump
always
on when you were right. I just kind of he changed my mind about it.
I was always right about Glennon. You know why I was always right about Glennon? You know why?
He's 6'6".
Well, it's also because of NC State road to prime time. Woo!
Yes, selfless plug. Go check that out on his channel. Go check that out on his channel and his playlists.
Buccaneers head into New Orleans to play the Saints. I
Two
don't
1-3 teams. If you would have told me the Saints would be 1-3 at this moment, wow.
I mean, that means the Falcons are freaking in first place. At 2-3 or 2-2. Oh, this is division. It looks like the old NFC West.
Oh gosh.
6-10 won the division.
No, no. 7-9.
7-9.
Yay!
That was the year the Cardinals went. Oh my God. All right.
Oh
Good
man.
old Michael Singletary.
On to the pick.
You know, I'm gonna say the woes keep on happening down there in the Bayou. I'm picking the Buccaneers over the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Glennon starting. They looked good. Defense looked good. They're gonna be wearing their white uniforms for the 5th straight week because apparently their red uniforms are broken or something like that. Freaking no. They may actually wear the reds this week because the Saints were white at home. Oh my God.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes.
No, they'll probably wear their blacks. Freaking.
Yeah, NFL teams. I don't like the fact you copy the Cowboys by wearing white at home, but whatever.
You know what
I'm not
team
gonna get
wear
into that.
white at home? What team?
Back.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Neither were the Steelers and neither were the Bears. Freaking
Exactly.
losers. All right.
So
Buccaneers or Saints?
you're taking the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm going with that
Wow.
freaking balls to the wall pick, bro. I'm gonna say 1-4 for the Saints. Peyton is done after this year.
Wow.
Rob Ryan will finally lose some. Oh, never mind. That's not gonna happen. Sorry.
Oh. He's taking shots today, folks. You know what happens when this guy likes to take shots, man. He never stops. But
My pistol is armed and ready to go.
I like this pick, and I'm tempted to make it with you. But at the same time, I look at the talent on the offensive side of the ball for the Saints, and against a mediocre defense that played well last week, granted. I just think the Saints are additionally kind of similar to the Steelers. I think the Saints are pissed off, and they pissed off for greatness, in the words of Ray Lewis. So I think the Saints get a. I think this will be very close. I think Glennon keeps them in this game to the last minute, but in the end, I think Drew Brees throws a clutch touchdown pass, and then goes home to his hot wife, and I think the Saints win.
Yeah. Well, he also has a Super Bowl ring, and
Mm-hmm. So just the one Super Bowl, yeah?
yeah, all right. Hey, Breeze, how'd it feel to live out in San Diego and break your back every single season? Oh wait.
Ugh.
Falcons and Giants. Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
So apparently everybody decided to go and get Donnell or whatever the hell his name is, at tight end this week.
Larry Donnell. Woo!
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Ballin'.
probably a good pick for like 1 week because it's the Falcons. But I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't know. This is like the interception because the Falcons can't play away from home apparently now.
No dome team can play away from home now.
Well, they used to be okay on the road. I can't wait for the Falcons to go up to Green Bay. Oh my God! In freaking December, and then
Dude,
they come
that'll be
back home and
fun
play
for
the Steelers. Oh,
That'll be fun.
oh my
So
God!
I'm gonna go into like this about the Falcons. Falcons fans blow out the Buccaneers in Week 3. This Falcons team is different. This Falcon team can go all the way. And then you come out and do that against a rookie quarterback on the road. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Bridgewater, but that shows you the perception of Atlanta sports here. They play one good game, and then the stock goes way up, and then it goes way back down. Falcons are going to lose this game, too. They're going to go to 2-3. Giants are on another level right now. The Giants are getting back to what the Giants football used to be. They may win the Super Bowl this year. Who knows? But they're finding that balance again. Eli Manning looks good. Rashad Jennings, one of the best rushers in the NFL right now. And Victor Cruz finally just getting back to what he wants to. And now, like, obviously the emerging targets, Donnell, Odell Beckham Jr., hopefully coming back from injury soon for them. And the defense is starting to play better. I'm going to go with the Giants.
Yeah, it feels like one of those Super Bowl Giants years. It really does.
It kind of does.
It really feels like. That's the thing about Eli and Coughlin. Everybody starts judging them and saying stuff, and then they do it, and it'll probably be against the Patriots. I'm just playing, but still, I'm gonna.
Well, they get their. I mean, I think they get the win here because the Giants' schedule coming up is going to get tougher for sure.
I'm gonna go with the Dirty Birds, though. I think
Ooh.
Mike Smith is tired of being mediocre, and I think that
He's also tired of his own F-150 commercials, but
oh yeah, he's more probably tired of D'Angelo Hall and him trying to fight. Oh wait, D'Angelo's hurt. I forgot.
Ooh.
Shots fired again. Woo!
Guys on fire.
I'm always on fire. Falcons over the Giants by a field goal at the end of the game.
Interesting pick.
Classic mighty. Oh my god.
Mighty Giants.
But,
You really just want to play. You just really want to pick the Giants.
no. You picked the Giants and you're a Cowboys fan.
Because I don't believe in the Falcons anymore.
Dude, I'm going to stick with the Hard Knocks Falcons all the way through the year until they lose every single game like they probably will. 2-14, here they come. But still, they'll win this game. They'll get 3 wins in the win column before dropping to 3 and freaking 13.
Oh my gosh.
The Falcons win this game by a field goal after a Matty Ice long drive like usual. Rams head into the Lincoln Financial Field take on the Eagles.
Really don't have to go into depth on this one.
Eagles.
Yeah. Eagles.
Cardinals and Broncos. Woo! Here we go.
Big game, baby.
Big game. I'll probably get it because apparently I live really close to Denver.
John Denver.
I guarantee you that freaking Phil Simms will be on this, even though they're petitioning him not to be on the Broncos broadcast because he's biased against them.
How many games? They call every Broncos game. Him and Nance basically call every game for them.
Yeah. I'm kind of getting tired of them being on Thursday night. They need to get a new crew in there for Thursday night. Go get freaking Grump. Dude, if they get freaking Greg Gumbel to do it, I will freaking watch Thursday Night Football the rest of my life. Because I freaking love that man. Even if
Thankfully, the Arizona-Denver game is on Fox.
It is? Oh, thank
Yes.
Jesus. So that means that Troy Aikman and them will be out there probably.
Possibly. We'll see where they are at.
All right. Cardinals Broncos, who you got in this game?
Now, a lot of people, because it's in Denver, and it's almighty Peyton Manning. I think the Cardinals defense is one of the best defenses in the league right now. I think they're playing up to their potential. Tyrann Mathieu, Patrick Peterson. Now, quarterback still a question mark in this game. Carson Palmer, Drew Stanton, we don't know. I don't think it matters. I think in this game against Denver, I think both teams coming off a bye week. I think it's going to be a really competitive game. I think the running game for Arizona will keep them in the game if Andre Ellington. Stanton passing the ball if it comes to that, because Ellington did miss practice today. But in the end, I think this is actually... Do I want to take the upset here? Do I? Nah, can't do it. Going with the Broncos.
You know what? You don't take it, but I hell of sure will. Yeah, Cardinals all the way. Let's go. Woo! I can't speak
Cardinals
to save my freaking crap today. I just said like hell yeah, woo! That's like set up. I was like, there.
Go get a couple Steve Weisers and.
Yeah. No, I'm picking the Cardinals.
Wow.
Cardinals have been my glory pick this year.
So far, yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with the Cardinals. Good. Secondary.
They won a home Super Bowl.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so sick. That would be. I would love for them to finally get the Super Bowl since they're the oldest franchise in the entire league. Made in 1898. Only been to one Super Bowl.
Kurt Warner.
Yeah, Kurt Warner. I got to see you play. Old piece of crap. Love you. Where's Isaac Bruce, man? Him and Larry Fitzgerald. Oh my God, Larry Fitzgerald's still amazing.
Yes, he is.
And they don't have Jonathan Dwyer, but we're not gonna get into that.
No. Let's not do that.
Cardinals over Broncos. In Mile High. You want to join the Mile High Club, Kyle? Oh my God.
Those commercials, man.
Oh my God. I saw
a woman like that asked me to join the Mile High Club. I'd be like, exactly what are we talking about here? Because I saw a commercial with some woman holding a burger.
Are you gonna give me food? Are we gonna eat out?
Gonna be,
lol.
Oh, shots are being fired. Wow. Goodness me.
Chiefs and 49ers. This will be a good game. Jamal Charles is finally healthy. 49ers are at home again. Third time in freaking 5 weeks. Jesus. Oh, man, I can't wait for your Cowboys to go up to Seattle. That would be a fun game.
Hey, if we win this weekend, I can take that loss and be 4-2 out of that. I'll be fine with that.
Packers are gonna go 14-2 this year. Don't worry.
That would be interesting. They can do that. They can do it.
Yeah,
but
Chiefs and
back to
49ers. Alex Smith returning home. He says he has no bitter feelings about being traded and dealt to the 2-14 freaking Chiefs, and now they looked really good on Monday night against a Patriots team that looks like freaking Jaguars team, and I'm getting some feedback for some reason. Who the heck? Oh, I'm getting Snapchats. That's always nice. Real professional, coach. But still. Freaking Kool-Aid Santa Claus man on the Chiefs sideline. You know, he'll get his boys ready.
Andy.
He'll get his boys ready. Talking about somebody that him and Rob Ryan could probably eat out a freaking whole buffet by themselves. Jesus God. But first, I'll have a glass of milk because that's all you're all.
So who are you picking?
I don't know, man. You go first because I know you're gonna pick the 49ers. And we are back. Sorry about that little interruption. Some stupid people decided to do stuff. So, I said that obviously, I was like, I didn't say obviously, but I was just throwing out to you that I bet you're taking the 49ers in this game.
Yeah, I'm probably going. Yes, I am. I think the Chiefs. They're kind of getting. I mean, great win, look great. On the road against San Francisco, it's going to be a tough game. San Francisco coming off a very good confidence-building win over Philly. I think this will be a very close game. I think Smith wants to play well in his return to San Francisco to say, hey, look what you let go. So I think San Francisco wins the game. I think Kaepernick leads them on a game-winning drive that ends in a touchdown pass to Anquan Bolden.
Wow, blowing over Crabtree, huh? All right.
Yeah. Crabtree. Yeah.
I'm tempted to drop him so bad. He hasn't done crap this year. I don't know who to pick, man. Caught that big win last week. For both teams, really. I guess I'll go Niners.
Mm-hmm.
Because they hate their coach, and so they're still going to play football. But that's okay. And I hate their coach right now, too, because McDonald's still on the field for some reason.
Yeah, it's just wrong.
I take classes. Hey, maybe they should go and get some classes, right, for classiness, right? Yeah. Yep. So, Jets head out to the Bolts.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Do we even need to pick this one, or can we just
Not
say it
really.
in unison? The Chargers.
Chargers. Go. Chargers, go.
Go, Chargers, go. No,
Yeah, Jets are on they're spiraling down. It's not going to get any easier. Philip
Sadly.
Rivers is the MVP. Philip Rivers is your MVP right now.
And
Yeah, I think he's the MVP right now. I think Eddie Royal's balling out. I think Keenan Allen's balling out. I just think it's a bad situation for the Jets right now. As their schedule just gets tougher from here on out.
I still think the Jets finish like 7-9 though this year. I can see it
They could.
happening. Yeah.
I can see it happening too.
Yeah. Chargers definitely, just because they're rolling and they'll hit their November stride.
Usually do.
Except for last year, they actually did good
Oh,
at the
boy.
end of the season.
Yes, they do.
Now, revenge games. Okay, that leads us to Sunday Night Football. All right, talk about being embarrassed, and they're at home this week. Bengals and Patriots. This will be a good game. Honestly, I really do think it will be.
I do too.
I think that Brady bounces back, silences some critics. For some reason, people are being critical of Tom Brady, even though he's like 37 and has 3 Super Bowl rings. And yeah, you cannot be critical of Tom Brady in this stage of his career. You know,
No,
I
you
mean,
can't.
He's already proven himself. What's the point?
Exactly. There's none.
So I mean, he really doesn't have a receiving core. Yeah, like
Nope.
in all honesty. And they should just go get Randy Moss out of retirement and be like, hey, let's start with 50 again.
Randy Moss.
I freaking love Randy Moss.
Randy.
Bengals, though, undefeated, coming off a bye week. Defense looks good. They're healthy. Finally, they're healthy.
Yep.
I'm going to say Bengals by 3 touchdowns.
Ooh.
But I'm going to say that this doesn't happen until the fourth quarter. Close until the fourth quarter. And I'm going to say that Jeremiah Hill and Giovanni Bernard won't score any touchdowns, and Jeremiah Hill will get all the punches to the goal line.
Wow.
To the goal. Yep.
Yeah,
Andy Dalton throws for
12
like 320.
That would be interesting. Wow. I think the Bengals are going to win this game too. I think the Bengals have proven in the first couple weeks of the season that they should be a team that you can't mess with. No sacks allowed right now. That offensive line is the best in football right now. I think Tom Brady, like you said, no argument what he's accomplished right now, but the team around him is just not good at this moment. I think they lose to the Bengals Sunday.
Yep. Monday Night Football. Oh my God.
Eh.
You know, If this was in Seattle, though,
Yeah.
I think it would be a whole different game.
Yeah, can I just back off the Redskins now? I know I said the Redskins were going to win the
Yeah, I did
division at the
too.
start of the year. I'm
I
going
wanna
to back
say,
off.
though-
I'm going to back off that and go with I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles now.
I'm gonna back off some too and be like, I don't care who wins the division, but it won't be the Redskins.
Yeah, actually, I'll go with that too. It won't be the Redskins, but one of the other three will.
Of course, watch Kirk Cousins come back and prove everybody wrong, because I love Kirk Cousins.
It'd be nice.
And I
but
love
just
what he
don't- I
did in
don't
the
see
game
it.
against Georgia that year too. Oh my God. Little Georgia fans, they hate Kirk Cousins.
They're just like, no.
We won that bowl, but Seahawks look good as ever. They, like I said, they struggled on the road against what's his face? Oh yeah, the Chargers, because they let Antonio Gates go off, and that never happens. And so,
Goodness.
I don't know, man. I think I'm going to have to. I'll have to go with the Seahawks on this one. That's really tough, I know.
Yeah.
Jesus. Legion of Boom
Nah.
flies high. They score. They win by 21.
Yeah, I'm going to go Legion of Boom. I think they handle this game. Not only that, I think Russell Wilson has a big game, and they unleash freaking beast mode. Unleash. Get unleashed.
Do that.
Believe in Dean Ambrose. So I'm gonna go with the Seahawks as well.
Seahawks. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, NFL picks are done. Any final words? Any
No,
final words?
but
Any,
no.
Any final words? Any?
baseball playoffs. Just continue to watch. World Series champion, my pick, Dodgers. NL champion, my AL champion is going to be the Angels. But good luck to all the teams, especially the Cardinals. I hope you lose, but yeah, good luck to you.
Thanks.
That's the only team that's left that I don't like. So
I want to say it will be Royals and Angels in the ALCS.
they're playing in a series though.
I don't say in the ALCS. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, whatever.
That's in the DS.
Oh well. Yeah, you can tell how much I pay attention to the playoff bracket. I don't really start watching like
Till the
into
playoffs.
into the ALDS and the NLDS, anyways, or
Yeah.
CS. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch it. I don't watch any of the 162 games except for like maybe the Orioles, which the Orioles do play good old the Tigers, and dude, I would love to see the Royals and Orioles in the ALCS.
That would
Oh
be
my
crazy.
God.
Memo returns. Chris Davis. Memo.
Oh, Memo.
He can come back if they get to the CBS.
But I'm gonna say Cardinals in 5,
Ooh.
Royals in 5,
Wow. Gutsy.
Orioles
Gutsy.
in 5,
Oh baby.
Giants in 5,
Oh baby. Wow.
ALCS, Cardinals in 7, Orioles in 7,
Oh my babies.
and I'm gonna say the Orioles win the pennant this year.
Wow.
I am literally
Okay.
just pulling that on my ass, like.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tigers in 5, Angels in 4, Dodgers in 5, Nationals in 5. I think in the CS, I'm gonna go with the Dodgers in 6. I'm gonna go with the Angels in 6. Yeah, I just think Angels, Dodgers, and then the Dodgers in 7 in the World Series.
Yeah, you gotta pick it to 7. There's no way you can't pick the game to 7 in the World Series, like, because it will always.
But because
it was just
David
sweet.
Ortiz gets in the hitters' heads.
Oh yeah, dude, because
the
the
pitchers
Cardinals are
and
playing
everything.
the World Series like this year, like, because then David Ortiz will somehow influence their batting average and will cause them to have problems with the long pauses, and then it will go on and do other things with them as well, including the DH apparently magically taking care of the pitching. Freaking A, man. I should put a link in that. Oh my God. Watch the first 15 minutes and you'll fall asleep, because I know I sure did.
We both did.
While laughing my freaking butt off. Without further ado, everybody, I am Marksman. Hit me up on
I am
Twitter. I don't care about
Kyle
you, Kyle.
Lance third.
You just messed up my outro. Messed up my outro. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Does that mean I can get a toupee too?
Dude, you can get a toupee anywhere you want to.
Oh my God, Jets.
They say Jets? Jets?
No, I said yes.
Oh.
Oh
Well,
no.
I am Marksman. Hit me up on Twitter at IA_Marksman. you'll be able to recognize me just because I'm the coolest person on Twitter, and I don't have that many people, but
he has legions.
Yeah, sure.
To the hundreds
and the 150s of the Rocks fans. Of the Marks fans. Boom.
Hit me up, Kyle Lance 30 on Twitter. Feel free to follow me. I'm at 876. I'm on the road to 1K. Get me there, and I'll love you forever, as every white girl has ever said if you got in her Starbucks.
No, it's pumpkin spice condoms, okay?
Yes.
Jesus.
They got no excuse now, boy.
But don't follow this guy because he will not follow you back.
Yes, I will.
No, you won't.
Guaranteed follow back.
No, it's not. You don't have it in your freaking bio. It doesn't say guaranteed follow back, so you don't obviously do it.
I'll put that in my bio.
Okay, here we go.
I have to.
You want to hear a weekly rant that has nothing to do about sports? Here it is right here. I saw a freaking shirt that it said, it's in pink and it's in gray, and it says, "I'm training to become Batman's wife," okay? And there's a blog post by some chick that says that's offensive because apparently you shouldn't have to train yourself to be awesome as the wife. You should be training to be awesome as yourself. And it's like, what? It's Batman. He's fictional. Who gives a freaking crap? It doesn't matter. Get off this freaking... Who cares? I don't care if manholes are becoming equal opportunity. Oh, I'm done. I can't.
People, these shots are being fired. He's got a gun, and it's got unlimited rounds,
I'm
and you're the
like
target.
Terminator. Hasta la vista, baby. Like, I don't even care, man. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No, man.
This is going to turn into social talk where I can just rip every single person a new one, and I'd still sound like an asshole because that's what I am, and I'm happy about it. So there you go. Final thoughts. I'm cool. Kyle's not. Boom.
Yeah.
We're done.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
See you guys.